already confirmed कि patient is having myasthenia gravis, and doctor is started anticholinesterase drug to the patient for the management of myasthenia gravis. Just like one example is both patient is receiving neostigmine. Both patient is receiving neostigmine is an anticholinergic drug. After few times of starting neostigmine, like first day, second day, person is feeling very well. There is no muscle weakness, nothing. सब कुछ उसको लग रहा ठीक हो गया. After 1 month, 2 months of this drug, both patient is to the OPD and saying same thing. Both are saying कि we feel muscle weakness again. हमें वापस क्या लग रहा है? Muscle weakness लग रहा है. Doctor asked to the patient, drug लिया? Yes, बिल्कुल जितना आपने बोला उतना उसी टाइम लेते हैं. We are taking the drug on the same time with the same dose, same interval. Then, in that situation, the doctor will confuse in between two conditions. The patient is suffering for the myasthenia crisis or patient is suffering for the cholinergic crisis. So for diagnostic purpose, यहाँ पे आपको कौन help करेगा? Hydrophonium test will help you. Before going on that, we have to differentiate what is cholinergic crisis and what is myasthenia crisis. So as I mentioned in the earlier, the autoantibody formation is not always same. बोला था मैंने स्टार्टिंग में, ये क्या होता है? Fluctuate होता है. Sometime it is very high, sometime it is very low. In this first case, just for imagine, in the first case, like this is the presynaptic neuron, this is the postsynaptic neuron. In the first case, when we started the treatment and we given the drug according to the blockage of receptor. जितने receptor block थे उसके according drug दिया. Like just for example, person is having blockage of 5 receptor and we given the drug 5 mg. Just for example, 5 mg, 1 mg open the one receptor. So we given 5 mg. In that situation, in the case number 1, the autoantibody formation is suddenly increased. Suddenly fluctuate हो गया क्या हो गया? Increase हो गया. And when this autoantibody formation is increased, now the number of receptor will blocked. Number of receptor which block होंगे वो increase होगा, decrease होगा. It will also increase. So previously only 5 receptor are blocked. Now suppose 5 more receptor are blocked. So number of receptor is 10 which is blocked. Number of functional receptor is reduced or increase? Reduce. When functional receptor are reduced, then person will have weakness or increased strength. Weakness. So because of increased level of autoantibody formation, our drug is not sufficient to open all the receptor, and that's why person will develop this muscle weakness. And this type of muscle weakness is present due to the aggravation of the myasthenic disease. जो myasthenic problem है उसका aggravate होने की वजह से. That's why it is known as myasthenic crisis. Now if I will ask you what is the management for this problem, you have to increase the dose or decrease the dose. Simply you just increase the neostigmine level. Drug का amount क्या कर दो? Increase कर दो. Increase level will open all the receptor and muscle weakness will recover again. This problem is known as myasthenic crisis. In case of cholinergic crisis, this is the presynaptic. Here also the postsynaptic, and same हम बात किया था. यहाँ भी receptors कितने blocked हैं? 5 is blocked, and we given drug according to the receptor like just for 5 mg. In this situation, what happened? The autoantibody जो formation होता, this is now in this situation it is decreased. Level of autoantibody is reduced. Previously, this 5 mg drug, like total receptors are like 10 receptor, 5 is already working and 5 is opened by this drug. So person will have normal 10 receptor in functioning condition. Clear? But when this autoantibody formation is reduced, the receptor will open automatically. This drug, जो हम provide कर रहे हैं neostigmine, this will work as an excess amount of drug और acetylcholine. ये excessive amount of acetylcholine यहाँ पे body के अंदर या यहाँ पे increase करेगी. जब यहाँ पे ACH level increase होगा, अभी बताया मैंने, when acetylcholine level is increased, then which system is stimulated? Excessive stimulation of cholinergic system, and that lead to which crisis? That lead to cholinergic crisis. But why person is having muscle weakness here? Person is having cholinergic crisis, it is okay, but why person is having muscle weakness? Receptor तो काम कर रहे हैं, ज्यादा कर रहेगा, muscle weak क्यों होगा? Excessive stimulation lead to muscle weakness. Remember, जैसे हम हार्ट की बात करें, हार्ट 4 चेंबर याद है? So ये चेंबर फिल होंगे, फिर उसके बाद ब्लड यहां पहुंचेगा, ये चेंबर फिल हो गया, फुल हो गया, ब्लड आपने कहां ट्रांसफर कर दिया? नीचे ट्रांसफर कर दिया. ये चेंबर एम्प्टी होने से पहले अगर ये वाल ओपन होकर वापस ब्लड इसमें आने लग जाए तो क्या ब्लड यहां रीच हो सकता है? इट इज सीक्वेंस. फर्स्ट अपर जो है वो फिल होगा, तब तक लोअर एम्प्टी हो जाएगा, फिर अपर एम्प्टी होगा तो ये डायलेट हो जाएगा, ये ऐसे चलता रहेगा. ये होता है. सेम इन आवर एक्शन पोटेंशियल, द फर्स्ट प्रोसेस इज डीपोलराइजेशन, एंड आफ्टर डीपोलराइजेशन द रीपोलराइजेशन प्रोसेस शुड अकर. अगर डीपोलराइजेशन के बाद में रीपोलराइजेशन नहीं होगा तो उस कंडीशन में कभी भी आपका एक्शन पोटेंशियल आगे मूव नहीं करेगा. एज लाइक मैं बताया था इन केस ऑफ एनेस्थीसिया, हम क्या करते हैं, मसल का जो नेगेटिव चार्ज है उसको ऐसा ले जाते हैं कि वो कभी भी वहां तक रीच नहीं हो सकता. सेम यहाँ पे क्या होगा, व्हेन द नंबर ऑफ acetylcholine will increase here, now this acetylcholine stimulate this receptor again and again, and now this receptor open for a long time of period. When the receptors are open for long time of period, a huge amount of sodium will enter into the, ज्यादा अमाउंट पहुंचेगा अंदर, and when excessive amount of sodium will enter into the cell, now cell is permanently depolarized. Cell क्या हो जाएगी? Permanently depolarization and cell is not able to repolarize. अपने आप को कभी भी वो repolarize नहीं कर पाएगी and जब depolarize permanent हो जाएगा तो फिर muscle activity वापस क्या हो जाएगी end. So excessive stimulation is also dangerous and under stimulation is also dangerous. Clear? ये differentiation कर सकते हैं? Next. So hydrophonium test के साथ में कौन सा ड्रग रखना है? Which group of drug? Anticholinergic. You should keep the anticholinergic with the hydrophonium test. Next test is ice test. What is ice test? Ice. So ice test is not a confirmatory test. It is not that much reliable test. It is a simple test in which you will take a ice cube. Ice cube होता है? Ice cube and put up around this area. The levator palpebral muscles. Put over the levator palpebral muscles. When you are putting a cold application on a muscle, the muscle will stiff. And जब muscle stiff होगी तो tosis जो है वो क्या हो जाएगा? Present नहीं होगा. But this is not reliable method. It may be possible if muscle weakness is due to other reason. Still the muscle will stiff and tosis will retreat. So हम confirm नहीं बोल सकते पर हम ये test कर सकते हैं, which is known as ice test. Clear? So these are the diagnostic evaluation. Next is the management. Management में which group of drug you give to the patient? कौन से ग्रुप की ड्रग दोगे? Anticholinesterase are the drug of choice for myasthenia gravis. Anticholinesterase are the direct acting group of drug or the indirect acting group of drug? Which group? You know the difference between direct acting and indirect acting? नहीं पता, उस दिन तो बताया था. If I will put the slap to a student, that is known as direct thappad, and if I will say to him and he will go to there and put the slap, that is known as indirect thappad. वैसे यहाँ होता है? नहीं पता, भूल गए? अरे this is the presynaptic, this is the postsynaptic, and यहाँ से क्या आएगा? न्यूरोट्रांसमीटर आएगा. Now जैसे ये acetylcholine कम हो गया तो हमने बाहर से इंजेक्शन लगाया किसका? acetylcholine का. This acetylcholine is directly binding on a receptor जो हमने बाहर से दिया. This is known as direct acting. When acetylcholine directly bind on a receptor which is given through the injection, that is known as direct acting group of drug. And the second drug which we are giving here, like we are giving neostigmine. This neostigmine not bind on the receptor. This neostigmine leads to the which enzyme? Anticholinesterase, and it will stimulate it should block this. इसको block करेगा. Blockage of this lead to increased level of acetylcholine. This acetylcholine bind on this receptor and stimulate them. So this drug not stimulating receptor directly, but it is stimulating the receptor indirectly. That's why it is known as indirect acting group of drug, anticholinesterase. Examples are the drug which is commonly used is pyridostigmine. Longest acting drug pyridostigmine. Others are अभी तो लिखा neostigmine, reostigmine, pyridostigmine, kentamine, tecarine. These all are the example of anticholinesterase. So pyridostigmine and neostigmine जो basic हम use करते हैं. Other are reostigmine, physostigmine, tecarine, galantamine, donepezil. One more is an immunosuppressant drug. Why we are providing immunosuppressant? Because we know that disease is a type of autoimmune disorder and you have to suppress the immune system. That's why we are giving immunosuppressant drug. Whenever giving long term immunotherapy, क्या ध्यान रखना है? Always give drug with antacid to prevent the acidity. बताया भूल गए? Because the immunosuppressant drug increase the production of HCl, hydrochloric acid, by stimulating which cell? Parietal cell in the stomach. And the second thing is immunosuppressant or steroid drug क्या करती है? Resistance to किसको resistance करती है? क्या करे? सब भूल जाते हो. Resistance to insulin. That's why when you are giving steroid to the person, steroid will increase the blood glucose level and you have to monitor blood glucose level with every steroid therapy. जब भी steroid लगाएंगे तो ग्लूकोज क्या होता है? बढ़ जाता है. क्यों? steroid क्या करता है? इंसुलिन को रेजिस्टेंस कर देता है, उसकी वजह से ग्लूकोज मेटाबॉलिज्म नहीं होगा. नेक्स्ट, प्लाज्मापेरेसिस. व्हाट इज प्लाज्मापेरेसिस? Plasmapheresis is a type of process in which we use a machine like a dialysis procedure. Dialysis जानते हो? In dialysis पेशेंट का जो ब्लड है वो बाहर निकाल के मशीन में डाल के वापस पेशेंट में डाल देते हैं. एंड मशीन क्या करती है? ब्लड को प्यूरिफाई कर देती है. As like same, we have a machine which is known as plasmapheresis machine. This machine follow your orders. The machine will ask you which component of the blood should be removed. If you give order to remove RBC, the machine will only remove the RBC. Remaining other component will give back to your body. So we use this plasmapheresis machine and we order to the machine that you should remove all the autoantibody which is IgG type and divalent type. So machine क्या करेगी? उन सबको फिल्टर करके बाहर निकाल देगी, बाकी सारे ब्लड वापस बॉडी में डाल देगी. This is the plasmapheresis. And the last procedure which is known as thymectomy in case of thymoma or thymic hyperplasia, but not in case of antibody which is directed against the anti-MuSK protein. This is all about the which disease? Myasthenia gravis. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, we have the next disease, that is Lambert-Eaton syndrome. देखिए next. Cholinergic crisis तो already मैंने बता दिया. Lambert-Eaton about the which disease? Myasthenia gravis. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, we have the next disease, that is Lambert-Eaton syndrome. देखिए next. Cholinergic crisis तो already मैंने बता दिया. There is a trick to remember the symptoms of cholinergic crisis which is known as dumbbells. Dumbbells जानते हो? That is a dumbbells. Dumbbells like diarrhea, diaphoresis, urination, meiosis, bradycardia, emesis, lacrimation, lethargy and salivation. These are the symptoms which is present in case of cholinergic crisis. The next group of drug, the next disease. आपने पढ़ा कभी लैम्बर्ट-इटन सिंड्रोम? नहीं पढ़ा? किसने पढ़ा? यस सर, कौन बोल रहा था? आप पूछोगे तो मैं यस बोलना ही है, हम तो बोलेंगे सर। नहीं पढ़ा? अरे नाम तो सुन, कभी नाम सुना ना, तो फिर क्यों पढ़ना है, छोड़ दो फिर, है? So it's a type of myasthenic problem, but not myasthenia gravis. The name of disease is Lambert-Eaton. What is LEMB? LEMB जानते हो? LEMB, LEMB, LEMB सुना है? LEMB तो इंग्लिश वर्ड है, तो LEMB भी नहीं सुना? LEMB, not LEMB, LEMB है पेड़ का बच्चा। So इसका क्या हुआ, स्टोरी बताता हूं मैं, फिर आप समझोगे। There are two person and both person is having muscular weakness disease. Both person is having, ये लिख लिया तो मैं बताऊं, नहीं तो आप लोग वही फोकस रखोगे सारा, है? देखो आप लोग मेहनत कर रहे हो, पढ़ाई कर रहे हो, प्रॉब्लम्स आएगी, टेंशन होगी, एंजाइटी होगी, पता नहीं क्या क्या होगा, उसको लेके नहीं बैठना है। लेके बैठेंगे तो प्रॉब्लम ज्यादा होती है। एक सिंपल सा एग्जांपल मैंने देखा था, उसने बोला, मैंने किया, उसने बोला कि आप इस मोबाइल को क्या करो, अपने हाथ में पकड़ के रखो। कितने टाइम के लिए? बोला 5 मिनट के लिए। ठीक है, सो इफ आई एम होल्डिंग द मोबाइल फॉर 5 मिनट, कुछ होगा? वेट 100-200 ग्राम होगा, क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? मेरा हाथ इतना तो मजबूत है, पकड़ सकता है, कुछ नहीं हुआ उसमें। ओके, नाउ होल्ड द मोबाइल फॉर 1 आवर, है 1 आवर। सो आफ्टर 1 आवर क्या फील होगा? देयर इज अ बर्निंग सेंसेशन और समथिंग abnormal फील मुझे आना स्टार्ट हो गया। सो बोला ओके, नाउ होल्ड द मोबाइल फॉर 12 आवर्स, है? इफ आई होल्ड द मोबाइल फॉर कंटिन्यूअसली फॉर 12 आवर्स, देन मे बी पॉसिबल वाइट यहां पे हो जाएगा, अंदर ब्रेकिंग सेंसेशन आना स्टार्ट हो जाएगा, जर्की कंडीशन स्टार्ट हो जाएगी। देन उसने बोला नाउ होल्ड द मोबाइल फॉर 24 आवर्स, इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल, मेरा हाथ बंद हो जाएगा, पूरा पेन बहुत होगा। सो जो ये चेंजेस आ रहा है, these changes are due to the weight of mobile phone or due to the holding the mobile phone. But the same thing is implemented on you. If you hold any tension, any anxiety for 5 minutes, it is okay. If you hold any tension, anxiety for 1 hour, the impact will be on your face. If you hold the anxiety for 1 day, daily activity in disturb हो गया. And if you hold the anxiety for every day, then you are completely lost your life. आप कुछ नहीं कर पाओगे. So don't hold the problems, don't hold the anxiety. कुछ नहीं hold करना है. अगर कुछ भी लगे, एक और example था, like in society there are two types of relationship. One is the husband and wife, and one is a this is before marriage, which is a girlfriend and boyfriend relationship. So the person is asked, if you have any problem in your life, just करना क्या आपको, if you are married, put the picture of your husband or your wife, जो भी है अगर आप married है तो, and if you are not married and if you are in other relationship, then put the picture of them. And if you have any problem in your life, जब भी लाइफ में कोई भी प्रॉब्लम आ जाए तो क्या करना, simply just open the mobile phone and see and say, if I am able to handle this problem, then nothing problem is bigger than this one. So that's for joke only, it is joke only, nothing else. अगर यस मूव करे आगे, अरे इसका बेनिफिट होता है, अदर पर्सन विल हेल्प, वो भी हेल्प करेगा आपको, कि उसको भी लगेगा मेरा फोटो लगा रखा है, और बाकी आप क्या समझोगे आगे क्या है? Lambert-Eaton syndrome. So what is Lambert-Eaton syndrome and what is LEMB? LEMB. So LEMB is a type of small child of SIP. भेड़ होती है SIP, उसका छोटा बच्चा होता है ना, किड्स, उसको बोलते हैं LEMB. So in there are two person which having muscular weakness and both are invited for a special dinner, and in dinner they will have a lamb. dinner में क्या रखा गया? lamb रखा गया, पूरी तरह से अच्छा सरप्राइज, जो भी करते कैसे पता नहीं वैसे करके, and उनको बोला गया now you will start eating lamb. both are having same problem, muscular weakness. So the first person who is sitting in the chair and सामने रखा, वो started very fastly to eat the lamb. बहुत फास्ट उसने खाना स्टार्ट किया, सोचा ये खा जाएगा, मैं सब खत्म करता हूँ. when he started eating, he starting very fastly, but after few time the person will have slowness of that activity, and after few time is not able to eat anything. वो ऐसे कर पा, आगे नहीं जा रहा है, muscles क्या हो गए, completely weak. But when the next person, second person is sitting in the opposite side, that person started very slowly, is not able to eat that lamb quickly, he started very slowly, but after few times now that person eating very fastly, and when time passes the activities are increasing more and more. जैसे जैसे time pass हो रहा है, activity क्या हो रही है, increase हो रही है. So the second person just only think, सोच रहा हूँ, कुछ कर तो सकता नहीं है. So जो दोनों में difference था वो था, जो first person था, that person is suffering with myasthenia gravis, and when person is having myasthenia gravis and repetitive stimulation given to the muscle become weak. But in the second case, the person is suffering with Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and in this condition when you repetitively stimulate the muscle become more and more strong. Why this happen हम discuss करेंगे, और क्यों होता है ऐसा उसको बात करेंगे. So this is a subtype of myasthenic syndrome. In myasthenic syndrome, it is two disorder. One is myasthenia gravis, and second one is Lambert-Eaton syndrome. Yes, हाँ start करें. Same thing. It is also a disorder which is neuromuscular junction. क्या होगा देखें. फर्स्ट अंडरस्टैंड करें, उसके बाद देखेंगे, कुछ नहीं ज्यादा इसमें. इट इज द प्रीसिनेप्टिक न्यूरॉन एंड दिस इज द पोस्टसिनेप्टिक न्यूरॉन. दीज आर द रिसेप्टर. Clear it up. The main important thing is this is the calcium channel. Now in case of myasthenia gravis, the antibodies which is directed that against the either against the cholinergic receptor or either against the MuSK protein. We can say the myasthenia gravis is the disease of postsynaptic membrane. Disease of postsynaptic membrane. Yes, गलत तो नहीं है कुछ? Disease of postsynaptic membrane. यही पे हो रहा है. This is the myasthenia gravis. When we are discussing about the Lambert-Eaton syndrome is not the disease of postsynaptic membrane. In Lambert-Eaton syndrome, the number of receptors are normal. MuSK protein is also normal. Everything is normal. The problem is that the number of acetylcholine, this neurotransmitter amount is very less. And वो क्यों होता है उसका रीजन देखें. In case of Lambert-Eaton syndrome, the antibody which is formed that directed against the calcium channel. Antibody which is formed against the calcium channel. Calcium channel present on which membrane? Presynaptic or postsynaptic? Presynaptic. That's why Lambert-Eaton syndrome is a disorder of presynaptic membrane. But the myasthenia gravis is a disorder of postsynaptic membrane. When this calcium channel is blocked, now the entry of calcium is reduced. Like if there is a 2 or 3 or 4 calcium channel and only the 1 or 2 is there, 1 or 2 is blocked, then number of calcium which is released here will be reduced or increase? Decrease. Then the amount of acetylcholine which is released here, that will be also decrease. And when the number of acetylcholine is reduced, the number of receptor will stimulated, that will also reduce. And number of receptors जब कम stimulate होंगे तो person will have muscle weakness. But muscular weakness यहाँ पे हो रही है, उसका cause क्या है? Antibodies form against the presynaptic calcium channel. Presynaptic calcium channel. This disease is known as Lambert-Eaton syndrome. तो आप डिफरेंशिएट कर सकते हैं दोनों को. In myasthenia gravis and in Lambert-Eaton syndrome, what is difference? In myasthenia gravis, antibodies directed in the postsynaptic membrane, but in Lambert-Eaton syndrome, antibody directed in the presynaptic membrane. In myasthenia gravis, the receptors are not working properly, but in Lambert-Eaton syndrome, the receptors are working properly. So if I will increase the acetylcholine here, then person will have normal function. अगर हम acetylcholine का नंबर बढ़ाएंगे तो क्या यहाँ पे फंक्शन में कोई प्रॉब्लम होगा? नहीं होगा, क्योंकि रिसेप्टर सारे क्या है? नॉर्मल है. बस हमें नंबर किसका बढ़ाना है? Acetylcholine का. वो कैसे बढ़ेगा अभी देखते हैं. मूव करें आगे. So first one is it is a disease with muscular weakness with impaired neuromuscular transmission. And यहाँ पे आप क्या लिख देंगे? कौन सा सिस्टम का है ये? इसमें लिखा है. हाँ, ये लिखा है. It is a disease of presynaptic membrane. In this, antibodies form against calcium channel at the neuromuscular junction. वो करें. In Lambert-Eaton syndrome, it is again it's a neuromuscular junction weakness disorder, but the antibodies which is directed in this disease is against the calcium channel on the presynaptic membrane. The cause is again same autoimmune disorder. Few other diseases which associated with this Lambert-Eaton syndrome is like in case of myasthenia gravis, thymus abnormality is very common. As thymus abnormality वहां पे थी, तो यहाँ पे हम पढ़ेंगे lung diseases. Lung cancer is very common with this Lambert-Eaton syndrome. आगे लिखा हुआ है, कोर्स में बात करेंगे अभी. क्लियर है? मूव पे. नेक्स्ट. अरे यू जस्ट वेस्ट द टाइम इन राइटिंग ओनली. छोटे छोटे पॉइंट लिखा करो. इतना मैं बोलता हूँ, आप घर पे जाके क्या करते हो? लिखा नहीं तो घर पे बैठ के लिखा करो, पढ़ा करो. घर पे पढ़ना है, यहाँ समझना है. We only have 6-7 months to complete the course. We not have 4-5 years to complete the nursing year. Yes? And यहाँ पे आप नर्सिंग करोगे, उससे भी ज्यादा पढ़ोगे. है? वो पढ़ोगे जो आप सोच रहे हो तो कभी हमने सुना ही नहीं. तो इसलिए थोड़ा टाइम कम होता है हमारे पास. We have limited time period. इसके बाद हमें बहुत कुछ पढ़ना है. नेक्स्ट लिखें. Cause. So one is common cause, that is autoimmune. The second one is small cell carcinoma of lung. I will teach you in oncology in detail about the small cell carcinoma or the non-small cell lung carcinoma. It is known as small cell lung carcinoma, SCLC. And one is the second time is non-small cell lung carcinoma. There are two types. I will teach you in detail in the lung cancer. But in case of myasthenia gravis, the thymus abnormality is very common. In case of Lambert-Eaton syndrome, the lung cancer is very common. So in case of myasthenia gravis, we will go for thymectomy. In case of this Lambert-Eaton syndrome, we will go for lobectomy. We remove the lobe of the lung. उसको हम कट करके हटा देंगे. Vitiligo. What is vitiligo? Vitiligo. पहले भी बताया मैंने. I hope you have a clear concept about vitiligo. White patches. हर कुछ. Vitiligo. 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 और क्या होता है? Albinism. What is difference between vitiligo and albinism? So, vitiligo में व्हाइट पैचेज होंगे, ओके, और इसमें पूरी बॉडी में व्हाइट व्हाइट होगा, वेरी गुड, ऑल आर रॉन्ग, सारे कलर। अभी बताया सर ने बताया। हाँ कोई बात नहीं, मैं उनको क्लियर कर देंगे, कोई बात नहीं, समझो थोड़ा पहले, मैंने 2-4 दिन पहले मैंने भी बताया था और आप लोग उसको तो भूल गए। सो विटिलिगो इज डिवाइडेड इन मल्टीपल टाइम्स, जो आप कहना चाह रहे हैं, द विटिलिगो इज हैविंग मल्टीपल टाइप्स व्हेन, ये पर्सन का बॉडी है। सो आप जो कहना चाह रहे हैं कि थोड़ा यहाँ पे है, थोड़ा इधर है, थोड़ा इधर है, यहाँ है। सो विटिलिगो के अंदर अलग अलग टाइप्स पड़ते हैं। व्हेन इन सम केसेस आप देखेंगे पर्सन इज हैविंग विटिलिगो और वाइटिस पैचेस बट प्रेजेंट ऑन द फेस, फिंगर टिप्स एंड फुट टिप्स, लेग जो आपके पैर है वहां पे होगा। दिस टाइप ऑफ विटिलिगो इज नोन एज एक्रोफेशियल विटिलिगो, दिस इज नोन एज एक्रोफेशियल विटिलिगो। इसी तरह से हम इसको बहुत सारा, लाइक वन पर्सन इज हैविंग विटिलिगो इन द चेस्ट एंड एब्डोमेन ओनली, सो वन सेगमेंट ऑफ द बॉडी, दिस इज नोन एज सेगमेंटल विटिलिगो, दिस इज नोन एज segmental vitiligo. Now if the person is having complete white structure or complete white of the body, this is known as, that is known as, अरे मैं vitiligo की बात कर रहा हूं, not albinism, सुन लो रे पहले। This is known as complete vitiligo और full body white है वो vitiligo है, proper 100% fully vitiligo। Difference क्या? In this condition also person is completely whitish, this person is also completely whitish। The difference is the disease or not, this is albinism is not a disease, first thing, it is a genetic problem when person is born, the person born with white skin, lack of melanocytes, that is known as albinism, and when person born with normal but after birth a person develop white skin, that is known as vitiligo. So difference is vitiligo and albinism is when person born with white skin, that is albinism, it is from birth, and when person develop white skin after birth, like due to any drug, due to any burn or due to any reaction, कोई भी कुछ भी वजह से अगर होता है तो हम क्या बोलेंगे? vitiligo। चलो यहाँ पे एक प्रॉब्लम vitiligo, थायराइड एंड डायबिटीज, नेक्स्ट नहीं लिखा है, क्या बोल रहे हो? पाइबार्डिज्म, मैंने ऐसा कुछ नाम नहीं सुना है, सर ने लिखा है, आज ही लिखा है सर, पढ़ा क्या रहे वैसे? हाँ कंजेनाइटल जो सर ने लिखवाया, मुझे देखना, मैंने ये वर्ड आज ही सुना है, डोंट नो अबाउट दिस, क्योंकि प्रीवियसली आई वाज टीचिंग यू द इंटीग्रेटेड सिस्टम एंड दिस इज क्लियरली थिंग्स जो हमें याद रखनी है, अदरवाइज जो टर्म सर ने लिखा है मैं सर से पूछूंगा एक बार, मैं पहले समझूंगा एंड देन उसके बाद हम उस टर्म पे मैं कल डिस्कस करूंगा, एग्जैक्टली आई डोंट नो अबाउट दैट टर्म, क्या मतलब ये लिख लिया, उसके बारे में मैं सर से बात करके देखेंगे। नेक्स्ट क्लिनिकल मैनिफेस्टेशन, सिम्टम्स जो है वो यहाँ पे क्या रहेंगे? Same related to muscle weakness. In case of Lambert-Eaton syndrome, the symptom is again related to muscle weakness, but the difference is, in case of myasthenia gravis, the muscle weakness is progressively decreasing. When you give repetitive stimulation, the muscle weakness will worse. But in case of Lambert-Eaton syndrome, the muscle weakness will increase. So how you, not how, what is the reason behind this? ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है कि इसमें muscle weakness जो है वो normal की तरफ जा रही है? So in this ascending weakness is there, the person will have weakness, which muscle? Gradal muscle. Gradal muscle means joints है ना, this is gradal joint है, यहाँ की weakness होती है। It is classically seen when a person is sitting on the floor, जब नीचे बैठता है तो जब आपने देखा वो old days में होता है, वो पहले हाथ ऐसे रख के ऐसे पावर लगाते हैं, चेक पहले हाथ से ऐसे करेंगे फिर वो उठेंगे, उठते हैं, देखा है? एक नॉर्मल पर्सन तो ऐसे उठ सकता है, लेकिन जो एडल्ट बुढ़ा हो गया वो नहीं उठ पाता, पहले वो क्या करेगा? किसी के थ्रू ऐसे अपना हाथ से पावर लगाएगा। सो इन दैट सेम कंडीशन पर्सन भी पहले ऐसे पावर करके फिर आप पकड़ के फिर चलेगा, वीकनेस इन द ग्रेडल मसल्स एंड देन इट विल रीच टू द अपर पार्ट ऑफ द बॉडी। द नेक्स्ट इज प्रॉब्लम इन गेट, सेरिबेलर एटेक्सिया। एटेक्सिया इज द लैक ऑफ muscle coordination, oh sorry, lack of muscle coordination। clear? The main important point is repetitive efforts increase the response। so ये आपको समझना है, why the response is increasing in the Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and जब हम मास्टर की बात करेंगे तो वहां तो हमें क्लियर है कि रिसेप्टर्स आर ब्लॉक्ड एंड उसकी वजह से आप कितना जितना सिमुलेट करोगे उतना ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम होगा वहां पे, लेकिन यहाँ पे क्यों इंक्रीज हो रहा है रेस्पॉन्स? कौन बताएगा? नहीं बताओगे? ओके चलो हम ही बता देते हैं। यस कोई नहीं बताएगा? चलो ये है आपका कैल्शियम रिसेप्टर। सो यहां पे अगर हम बात करें, these are the calcium receptor. Few receptors are blocked by the antibodies and few receptors are working. So in starting when these two receptors are stimulated, like these two are working and one is blocked, when these two are stimulated they will produce one calcium here, one calcium here, and it will reach to the neurotransmitter and release only the one molecule of acetylcholine, one by this only two molecule. But we are saying that we are repetitively stimulating the receptors, और activity हम बार-बार करवा रहे हैं। When we are giving again and again stimuli to the neuron, in that situation they will stimulate the functional calcium channel to again and again। जो बचे हुए हैं, like आप 10% है, 10 में से 5 काम नहीं कर रहे, 5 काम कर रहे हैं, वो जो काम कर रहे हैं उनके पीछे डंडा लेके पीछे बढ़ जाओ, उनको बोलो रुके तो देख लो, तो फिर वो क्या करेंगे? एक्स्ट्रा वर्क करेंगे, क्योंकि पीछे से उनको पता है नहीं किया तो, और अगर आप नहीं होंगे तो वो भी थोड़ा थोड़ा रेस्ट करेंगे, थोड़ा काम करेंगे, कम एक्टिविटी करेंगे। सो सेम थिंग व्हेन यू आर गोइंग हियर, नॉर्मली द रिसेप्टर्स आर गिविंग 1 calcium just for example in 1 minute example की बात करें, after when you are stimulated repetitively, when you are stimulating previously in 1 minute, now you are stimulating 30 second, एक बार में कितना टाइम ले रहे हैं 30 सेकंड, फिर 30 सेकंड में वापस स्टिमुलेट कर दिया, सो इन 1 मिनट अभी कितने हो जाएंगे 2, एक और आ गया 30 सेकंड में, तो टोटल कितने होंगे 2, इधर भी 2, सो आपका स्टिमुलेशन जैसे जैसे आप इंक्रीज करोगे नंबर ऑफ कैल्शियम विल एंटर इनसाइड द सेल विल इंक्रीज, and when number of calcium will increase then the release of acetylcholine will also increase, and we know that the receptors are normally functioning, so जैसे जैसे कैल्शियम का लेवल बढ़ेगा वैसे वैसे आपके रिसेप्टर्स का फंक्शन क्या होगा इंक्रीज होगा, so this is only the reason why the activity is increasing by putting repetitively efforts or repetitively stimulation. Next, ये लिख लिया था, ये लिख लिया, next, yes sir लिख लिया, फिर सर है वो करें, हटा दें. The next one is investigation. So only there is one investigation, and that is you just stimulate the muscle again and again. If muscle weakness is increasing, then person is having Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and if person is having weakness increasing, then we will say it is a myasthenia gravis. So strength बढ़ रही है तो Lambert-Eaton, और strength कम हो रही है तो myasthenia gravis. So repetitive stimulation of motor nerve, क्या रिजल्ट आएगा? Increase strength. Next, repetitive stimulation of motor nerve will which increase the strength of muscle. मैनेजमेंट आप क्या ट्रीटमेंट दे सकते हो इस पर्सन को, और ट्रीटमेंट टू बी गिवन टू द पेशेंट, स्टेरॉइड दे सकते हो, इम्यूनोसप्रेसेंट और प्लाज्मा पेरेसिस यहां भी कर सकते हैं, एंटीबॉडीज को निकाल सकते हैं, वो दोनों कर दिया. अब क्या ड्रग कौन सी दोगे, व्हिच ड्रग यू शुड गिव टू द पेशेंट, कैल्शियम ड्रग दे देंगे. सो देयर इज अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग इन दिस कॉन्सेप्ट हियर जो हम बात करेंगे यहाँ पे इन मैनेजमेंट, इम्यूनोसप्रेसेंट, लोबेक्टोमी, plasma paresis, but the very important thing is the drug which is known as 3,4-diaminopyridine. Pyridium के नाम से आपने पढ़ी होगी या सुनी होगी कभी. Which group of drug is pyridium? 3,4-diaminopyridium. कौन सा ग्रुप है ये? So if I will say you the name of this group, I hope कि you will, आपको क्या लगेगा, थोड़ा अजीब लगेगा. This group of drug is known as potassium channel blocker. Potassium channel blocker. आप तो बता ही सकते हो. Sir, we have problem in calcium, we have problem in acetylcholine receptor, then why we are giving potassium channel blocker? This is the point. Here, on the postsynaptic membrane, here we have the leaky channel, which is known as potassium channel. Understand the concept here. When we are stimulating the calcium channel, when we are giving stimulation to the calcium channel will start giving calcium inside the cell. This calcium stimulate the synaptic button and release the neurotransmitter. Neurotransmitter open the sodium channel, and sodium will start influx into the cell. Repolation process will undergo. Then after a time of period, this leaky channel, potassium channel will open. So ये पूरा एक concept है. When the potassium channel is open, it means cell is sending a stimulus to the calcium channel कि you should block yourself. जब potassium channel open होगा, तो यहाँ पे कौन block हो जाएगा? Calcium channel will block. And when this channel is blocked, then calcium channel will open again. So this is the concept only. In case of Lambert-Eaton syndrome, we are providing which drug? Potassium channel blocker. When potassium channel is blocked, now this calcium channel जो भी working में, like 5 है, उनमें से 2 block 3 work कर रहे हैं. So remaining 3 will not receive any signal to block them. ये अपने आप को बंद करने का receive नहीं करेंगे signal, इनको देने वाला ही block हो रखा है. तो ये continuously क्या भेजेंगे? Calcium. And जब calcium अंदर जाएगा तो इसको ज़्यादा stimulate करेगा तो activity क्या होगी? Increase. That's why in this condition we are giving potassium channel blocker drug. याद हो गया? समझ में आ गया? So that's why this drug is given to patient 3,4-diaminopyridine or the potassium channel block. Clear? Next. So these two disorders, myasthenia gravis and Lambert-Eaton syndrome, come under the myasthenic syndrome. Both diseases are the muscular weakness disease, but having different presentation. In one disease, person will have progressive muscle weakness, and in other disease, person will have increased strength in the muscle if you repeatedly stimulate the muscle. In myasthenia gravis, muscle weakness will start from the cranial muscle, but in Lambert-Eaton syndrome, it starts from the griddle muscle. So these are the difference between Lambert-Eaton syndrome. Next, we have tomorrow we'll discuss a very important disease that is known as not trigeminal neuralgia. कल हम बात करेंगे. अरे बैठ जाओ, कहाँ जा रहे हैं? कहाँ जा रहे हैं?